What's going on, guys? It's Justin here, and we're back at it with our Roamin Gladiator project, and we think it's shaping up nicely. With its AccuAir air suspension, Rockslide Engineering rock sliders, upgraded wheel and tire package, and new bumpers. But it's still missing something, and we just can't quite put our finger on it. Oh yeah, I can see it now. Clearly, it needs lighting. And we mean our Gladiator needs better lighting, and that's what we'll cover in this episode of our Project Roamin Gladiator. And by the way, don't get left in the dark, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss out on any of our project builds, vehicle features, tech videos, and much, much more. That's better. And speaking of better, our solution for improved looks and visibility in our JT include a couple of fantastic products from Oracle. The stock headlights are coming out in favor of these Oracle Oculus Colorshift bi-LED projector headlights with Colorshift RGB+W color changing elements. They not only look cool, but they also offer advanced LED projection with 4800 lumens of high quality illumination for enhanced driving visibility in all conditions. Plus, the LED technology has lower power demands compared to the factory lamps while providing more light output. There's an outer halo ring with RGB+W settings that can be used as a daytime running light. The inner halo ring and projector demon eye are both color shifting RGB lights. Each of these LEDs feature a separate cable output that can be connected together, so all three can create the same color or can be set up as 3 different channels or zones, depending on your preference. It's important to note that these features are for off-road and show use only and are not compliant with street use. So let's jump in the box and see what comes in it. So it's time to get our headlights installed, and one of the first steps is going to be taking the grill off. So I'm going to go ahead and pop all these retaining clips out on top to get this thing off. And I have to pull the Gladiator grill kind of out and up, and I don't want to risk scratching the paint. So I'm going to go ahead and throw some painter's tape on the bottom of the grill here and then on the back of the bumper as well, just for some extra protection. So let's get to it. So we went ahead and got our lighting harnesses built. Because we're only using one control unit, what we did was we attached them all together, basically, is the best way I'm going to describe that. So we took our long and short harnesses, connected those, and then took the short harnesses that go to the control unit and then attached one of those to each lead. So we have essentially 3 wiring pigtails here. Now, in the kit, they do include butt connectors to do it. I have no issue with butt connectors, but you know, this is a long-term project and we want this stuff to last. And so I went ahead and soldered and shrink wrapped everything so it's nice and protected and we have a really good connection. Now I'm gonna run these harnesses underneath the flap here for the top of the radiator. And so there'll be 3 on this side, 3 on that side, and then they'll go back to the control unit. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these ran. So we got all our wiring ran, and now it's time to plug in our headlights. And one of my favorite things about these is they're literally plug and play. We don't have to use any adapter harnesses, nothing like that. They plug right into our factory wiring. We have to wire these harnesses together because we're only using one BC1 controller. You want all this stuff to match. So I went ahead and took the harness, I went and marked them up. I used a paint marker and I just marked them 1, 2, and 3. I did the same thing on the lights and the same thing on the other side. If we decide to add another BC1 controller or anything like that and separate our zoning lights, it's gonna be really easy to do and we're not gonna have to take all the wiring back out to figure out what goes to what. So just a quick tip to help save you some time. And one of the cool things about these are all keyed too, and they also have an arrow on each side, so you can't plug them in wrong. So slide that together, and then they have a nice little weather tight seal and everything, and we're just going to spin these nuts on, and that's going to seal our connections. So our Oracle Colorshift lights are installed, and I can play with these things all day. Look at all this awesome color selection, and they even have a sweet app for your phone to operate these. So you have a color wheel that you can use to scroll between all these colors. There's quick select colors. You can do fade, strobe, it can go to music. There's so many options. They're really fancy. Enough playing around with these headlights. Our job is only half done and we still have a set of taillights to install in the back. And we're going to be installing a set of Oracle flush mount LED taillights. Not only will these complement the body lines of our Gladiator, but they're ultra low profile, so we don't have to worry about knocking one off while we're out trail riding. And the cool part about them is they have a sweet wraparound design, so they can be seen from any angle. And they're really easy to install. I've done a set before and they're quite a breeze. We installed a set on our JL project, so let's head out back and get them installed. This installation is super easy and straightforward. You just need an 8mm socket and ratchet. You simply just pull the 2 bolts out, remove the taillight, unplug it, plug your new one in, slide it into place, reinstall your 2 bolts, and it's done. Easy as pie. It's the easiest way to get a totally new look for your taillights on your Jeep. I really love how these taillights came out. The low profile wraparound design really looks fantastic on our Gladiator, and we're not gonna have to worry about ripping these things off on the trail. Not only that, they have this really bright backup light integrated right into the light, and with the LEDs, these things are power efficient and bright. Now, one of the cool features that we didn't really show you guys is this sweet overhead light bar from Baja Designs. Now, it comes with everything to install it, from all these lights and the mounting brackets as well. Now, when installing this, I do have a couple tips. You're gonna need a second person. It makes it a lot easier to get this thing up here to mount it, because you don't wanna crack your windshield or have it hit the hood by accident. Because of how this bracket mounts, I was afraid of it touching the pillar of the Jeep and rubbing off the paint in a few spots. So I grabbed some clear racers tape and went ahead and put that in the spots where it touches the body to keep it from rubbing through. So if it ever has to come back off, it's gonna look nice. We went ahead and wired this right into our Garmin PowerSwitch, and it comes with all the wiring, relays, all that jazz. If you have your factory switches inside your Jeep, or you wanna add some switches, it's really easy to wire in. Now we're ready to light up the night and see wherever the road takes us. Until next time, I'm Justin with Summit Racing, and we'll see you guys later.